President Ramaphosa labels white South Africans relocating to America cowards. Today, we are examining a story that has ignited debate across South Africa and beyond. The relocation of 59 white South Africans to the United States and the sharp rebuke from President Cyril Ramaphosa, who labeled them cowards. This development raises complex questions about land reform, racial tensions, and what it means to confront a nation's challenges. Let's dive into the details. On Monday, a group of 59 Afrikaners, descendants of mostly Dutch settlers, arrived at Dulles International Airport near Washington, D.C. They were granted refugee status by President Donald Trump, who claimed they faced racial discrimination in South Africa. The U.S. Deputy Secretary of State, Chris Landor, welcomed them, stating that they had been living under a shadow of violence and terror. The group, some carrying young children, were greeted with American flags and a warm reception. Back in South Africa, President Ramaphosa responded with strong words. Speaking at an agricultural exhibition in the Free State province, he called the group's departure a sad moment and branded them cowards for leaving. He argued that their relocation stemmed from discontent with efforts to address inequalities rooted in South Africa's apartheid past. He quotes, "As South Africans, we are resilient. We don't run away from our problems. We must stay and solve them." He, however, predicted their return, adding, "There is no country like South Africa." To understand this controversy, we must consider South Africa's broader context. More than 3 decades after the end of apartheid, a system that entrenched white minority rule, land ownership remains a deeply divisive issue. Black farmers hold only a small fraction of the nation's most fertile farmland, while the majority is still owned by white South Africans. This disparity has fueled frustration over the slow pace of land reform. In January, President Ramaphosa signed a law permitting the government to seize privately owned land without compensation in specific cases when deemed equitable and in the public interest. While the government insists no land has been seized under this legislation, the law has heightened tensions. Some white farmers fear it targets them unfairly, while supporters view it as a necessary step to correct historical injustice. Adding to the complexity, President Trump and his ally, South African-born entrepreneur Elon Musk, have claimed that white farmers face a genocide in South Africa. This assertion has been widely discredited by analysts, but it has amplified perceptions of insecurity among some white communities, contributing to the decision of this group to seek refuge in the U.S. Ramaphosa's coward remark has sparked significant backlash, particularly on social media, where some South Africans call it an unfair insult to white citizens who may feel marginalized or unsafe. Others, however, support the president's stance, arguing that all South Africans, regardless of race, must remain to address the nation's challenges collectively. Ramaphosa emphasized this unity, stating, "Black and white, we've stayed in this country because it is our country and we must not run away." This story underscores a broader tension. How does a nation heal from its past while building an equitable future? The departure of these Afrikaners and the rhetoric surrounding it reflects the challenges of balancing historical redress with social cohesion. South Africa's journey is one of resilience and complexity as it grapples with the legacy of apartheid and the demands of progress. President Ramaphosa believes those who left will return, drawn by the unique spirit of their homeland. Whether they do remains to be seen, but the questions raised about belonging, responsibility, and reform will continue to shape the nation's path. We would like to hear your perspective. How should South Africa address its challenges? And what does this moment reveal about the choices individuals face? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this report insightful, please like, subscribe, and click the bell for more global stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.